So this is the headline for July 25th. So this is all the stuff for August. Yeah, details on the high difficulty quest that we got a sneak peek of last time. So that was the big boss that we got, and also the collab with Uncle from Another World, and more, of course. Hopefully that more is good, because I think this is a big turning point for people, is the month of August. So hopefully they show something really good. Otherwise, I don't know, we might be in more of a, I don't know, a rut or a trough with the upcoming months until something major happens. But yeah, let's take a look at this headline. I am praying that is good. I am praying. Alright, so this is the first chunk of August. Chapter 6, Part 2, some more story. Well, Manon looks different.
And you too.
Okay, so that's the character that we saw in the roadmap. Is actually just Manon changed and a new style.
So,
I like it. I like the outfit. Wait, who? Wait, who?
Crawford gave it to me.
Oh, Crawford. They kind of get her into the arcs officially.
Discuss our surveys of Halfa's various regions.
Would it be alright if we helped out with her research too?
Unfortunately, I'll need you two to focus on your own duties.
What?
Okay. New standing quest, Leciel exploration. So this is the randomized dungeon, or supposed to be. Alright, let's look at this. Player ability buff, normal attack potency up, level 0. These are all level 0 at the moment. Max HP, stats element duration, damage distance up, HP recovery, and normal attack hit? That's interesting. Additional attack on normal attack. I wonder how that works. Quest end conditions, all life points lost, I'm guessing. So if you die too many times, and it loses the quest. Suppression target enemy. Oh, Ragnay's coming back. You guys see that? Ragnay from Base Game. Oh boy. I'm guessing some people are looking forward to that. Player potency, resistance decrease on attack hit. Okay. Dark added to attack / poison accumulation. Status element efficacy plus 300%. So basically that's gonna like guarantee the status ailment. And minus 75% max HP on HP decrease. I'm guessing like when this boss hits you, it's gonna basically guarantee the poison. And with the player potency thing, if it hits you, it's gonna decrease your damage resistance and potency. So like you don't want to continuously get hit or hit really much at all. And if you do get hit, maybe that max HP also applies. So kind of like that red bar that we've been seeing. Yeah, the red bar debuff. I think it's like injury is what it's called. That will be 75%. I wonder what happens if you somehow, like if you get hit twice, would it minus it again if you somehow survive, and then would it minus it down to like nothing and you still just die anyways? So if you get hit twice and you're just dead. I don't know. That seems like it'd be quite difficult, but maybe, with this stuff here, it'd make it a little bit easier. Yeah, this is a standing quest for groups of up to 8 players on Leciel. What the? Power up and defeat the boss in the final area before time runs out. What is this? Is this like creative space puzzle? Oh god, look at that. Look at that map in the corner. So there's like a whole puzzle thing in this exploration. Oh no. Well, hopefully you guys kind of understand the creative space system with the buttons and whatnot. Yeah, look at that. There's like a whole bunch of spaces, each numbered differently. I'm guessing you're supposed to like arrange them in a certain way. Looks like ability buff conditions destroy all shared containers. Okay, so it looks like it like connected from one side to the other, and that's how it finished. Okay, one. It looks like you get ability buffs in each of the sectors, and you just gotta do it correctly to complete whatever trials there. It looks like there's a timer up in the corner and also some score. So you got a time limit. New 9-star Verschmelz weapons. Their potentials have 100% crit rate. Oh god. Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, so definitely want Termina for these things. So actually, with this, I think Slayer loses value, like big time. Because doesn't Slayer get like a lot of crit rate, right? And that would be basically useless on these weapons. I mean, I guess like the thing where you get PP back would be consistent enough, but 100% crit rate says that means whatever floor is on it doesn't matter either. So these weapons don't want floor for their augments at all, since it's critting all the time. And Slayer doesn't get any, benefit with the crit rate because it already has 100% crit rate. Watch level 1 potential. Yeah, I feel like with 100% crit rate, the potential is gonna have like no potency on it, like 0. But I guess we'll see if it shows. That's just insane. Oh, okay, my bad. It doesn't have 0. It actually has negative potency. There it is. Yeah, I was gonna say that's way too strong. So minus 25% potency. Wow, that's level 1. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Like 100% crit rate, just critting all the time. I was gonna change my thoughts on this. So you can get the new item Growthment in Leciel Exploration and exchange it for the weapons. Okay, so kind of like the Astrian, kind of like the same shop. So Growthment Exchange. They're gonna have like a million different exchanges as they go through the game, I guess. Once I can get an Arms Refiner 2 for Growthment as well, 25 to 1. And then these weapons take 50. But there's also this more section. So I'm guessing you can get fixes on these as well. You also can get 2 per week of each. So hopefully the Growthment you can get on a consistent basis. Yeah, this is kind of reminding me of Clothis, where you got the Infernium, where you could spend just like a little bit for like a base version, but if you wanted to spend more, you could for a higher fixa. Yeah, and all the weapons are in there. Oh, there was like one thing that also showed there. There it is. Octo Armor. There's Octo Armor. So that's, I'm guessing 8. I don't think they show it in that frame. Nope, it goes from Katana to that. So unfortunately I can't see what it has because it doesn't show in the very small frame. There's A-Star Armor, and then if you want to get rid of your Verschmelz series for whatever reason, you can refund it for half the cost, is what it looks like, and maybe some other options on there. But Verschmelz is one of them. But there's also more on this armor piece. I wonder if you can get fixes on the armor too. That's probably an 8-star armor, which we haven't gotten yet. Yeah, that's the Ragne Ruinous. Enemy type makes an appearance as the boss in the final area. Altered Ruin Ragne. That's gonna be a good fight, especially with all those negatives on it. Oh my god! Did they just get one shot? They had full health, didn't they? I think they just got one shot. I mean, they weren't in the red prior. Yeah, I think they just straight up just died. With that minus 75%. New elements for the creative space. Okay, let's see what we got here. I like the Leciel exploration so far, but we'll see how it is in game. Alliance space for each alliance. Looks like there's some different things going on with the board. I'm guessing that's a message board, just like in base game. This is just a different interaction for this creative space. Probably has some of the same functionality as the creative space terminal for personal use. And I don't know what this is. My guess, if I'm going anything off of base game, that could be alliance storage. And we might be able to get trading. with that. Maybe. That's a huge maybe. A huge maybe, but we'll see if it says it what it is in here. Yeah, that is a message board. So you can put your stamps in there. You can also give likes and stuff for each other. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat. I like that. Like that. Okay, so this is just back to the original space. So again, go from different themes like we guessed before. So you can change it to a Retem theme. Changing the theme will cause place, build parts, and terrain to reset. Ooh. That's a big oof. I'm guessing it just like changes the whole island. So if you want to use the Retem theme, and if you already have a built place, it would reset it. That sucks. That really sucks. But I guess it kind of makes sense with how it's going. Let's see, it costs 4,500. I guess, or no, 0? I guess it's already unlocked. Yeah, I guess, so it's probably going to cost some points. Okay, so it brings you in a completely different area. Yeah, that's why. It's still kind of like on a raised section. Pets of build parts help you recreate the atmosphere of the Retem region. Nice. Build parts ported over from PSO2 furnishings available for purchase. SG. Oh no. More of my SG is gonna go bye-bye. Is that the resort stuff? Okay, so there's a full treadmill thing. That actually works too, still. Nice. Hopefully it isn't too much, because I already spent a ton of SG on the previous parts to get everything. And that was at a discount, too. I'm guessing these ones aren't going to be at a discount. New features and improvements. Let's see when we got quality of life. Oh, are they implementing that fixer thing that they were talking about? Preset skills can be added and enhanced. Okay, so this is the thing. So they have a base sword, and then they have a Neo-Sastrian spear. Add random level 1 enhancement. A 10% rate? That is low. Oh my god. Just gonna... Oh no. Oh no. Why is it like this? Add to random... And it's randomized. So you can't even choose. Oh my god, this is pain. This is pain and suffering. So, if it's this bad, why would... Like, what is the point of using this? I guess, like, the only reasoning behind it is if you want a specific multi-weapon. Because what you can do instead of this is just multi-weapon that spear onto the sword and just still use the sword stuff. Or I guess, like, multi-weapon the sword onto the spear and then have the fixa for the sword stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the point of that? Yeah, 10% chance just for what? What's it gonna be like for a 5? Is it still gonna be a 10% chance? It's also still randomized. Okay, they show a fix of 4. Fix of 5. Preset level of the item you've selected is higher than the base item. Should you wish to proceed? An item with the same level is recommended. Ooh. Okay, now it's not random. Okay, so how come here it's not? Is it because they use a Fatale 4 and a... So I guess if you use 2 fixes of the same type, it doesn't randomize it. Okay, so that's good at least. Okay, it said something of the same level is what you want to do. So can you, say, take an item that has no fixa and another item that has no fixa and make a fixa out of nowhere then? If you can do that, then this system is good. If you can't, then this is bad. Very bad. Yeah, that's... Why is it up to chance? Why is it a 10% chance? I bet you that they're gonna have a support scratch to boost this chance. Because they have the success boosters there and item preservers. They're probably gonna have something in support scratches. Or something like that, yeah. What is this? Vital gauge design? It changed the status screen backdrop. Oh, it changes like the thing in the corner. That's cool. I like that. Damage per second display. Okay, so we finally got the DPS. Much better to display the damage per second you deal to enemies. Okay, it shows up in the corner. I like that. So that's just for yourself to show how much DPS you're doing. You can actually test your DPS. Thank God. We've been wanting that for a while. I'm guessing people are going to try to be toxic with it, but we'll see. Hopefully not too many. Support NPCs at Battle Diaz? Really? I mean, I guess that's good. Better than nothing. Teleport to cocoons to towers from the world's map. Didn't you already do that? Oh, teleport to the outside of them. Okay, so you don't have to like go into the thing. That's what they mean. Added titles and quest counter to tasks/quests. Oh, okay, so that's just like a little menu quality of life. And an option to show/hide numerical values for body shape. Okay, so that'll make it easier to get specific numbers. Nice. New backdrop, so probably have to get more title points. Yeah, it's more titles. You get these points, or get those. Very good. High resolution display of other players option added, PC only. High resolution display of other players. Or the other players not... You can't have them in high resolution. I guess. Change the height of the portable holograms? You're gonna have them floating in the air? Okay. I guess. I don't even know many people that use the portable holograms, but I mean, I've seen a few. Alright, so this is a new AC scratch, Designer Dreams. Ooh. I like that. Probably get that. A little birdie. That's good. Oh my god. And the money bling bling. I got this like vampire-esque. I feel like that would be a good scratch. Ooh. A banana peel. I got the shoes. Okay. Not too shabby. I think I'll get that, some of that stuff. Preparing for battle. Maybe the katana one there. We'll use that. Portable holograms that... Oh, you can get the animals now for portable holograms. And summer festivals. Okay. Nice. Playing with animal. Ew. What was it doing in that person's hand? Wait a second. It's like humping. It's like humping your hand. What was that? Penguin pose. Nice. Oh my god, you can be a penguin. Oh my god. It's great. Okay, so you get a little frosty. Get the snowflakes. You get the EX version.
Kind of smell. What the? Like a baka.
Alright, so this is the new high difficulty quest sign of the Planetbreaker. So this is the one that we got teased last time. I guess we're getting more info on it now. This is August 9th. This is a week after all that stuff. So we work in a group of 4 to confront the Dark Falls level Starless Dark Falls Soulless. Ooh. This is like technically our first official Dark Falls, right? Because the Starless are supposed to be the actual enemies, not the dolls. Okay, so I guess it's just like a little portal that you can go to in Reten. Looks like it's near the Oasis, yeah. Kind of like on that ridge, probably right by Reten Molotov. Yeah, I think they said last time that you can just do this as many times as you want, but it's going to be pretty hard. Yeah, all the stops. It's probably going to almost one shot, yeah. Tune up all your gear and keep pushing until you conquer the challenge. Well, thankfully with the 100% crit rate thing, maybe this will be doable. 100% crit rate guaranteed weapon. Probably farming that the first week. Mission pass, okay. Accessories, stamps, and motion changes. Usual. I got the charge glide. Nice. Oh, this is the collab, okay. I was like, what is this? Uncle from Another World. Okay, so there's a poster. And stamps. Oh, and little, character displays. And the AC scratch ticket. So this is... Those things were login bonuses. Yeah, so you can be, the uncle. Elf and Mabel. I was just maybe they look pretty generic. Generic fantasy. I don't know if I like it personally. I don't know if I'd get, like, maybe that eye thing. Opening? Maybe I'd get the emote. Ooh. A sword. Ooh. Those weapon camos, though. Oh, God. Those weapon camos are gonna be expensive. Oh, no. Yeah, those are gonna be expensive. Oh, God. And then some more posters. And mats. Oh, God. Oh, and holograms. Stamps. Oh, those stamps are great. And backdrops, okay. So I guess they're making the backdrops a normal thing in AC scratches now, which I did not want. But, you know, it is what it is. Idle Uncle's Spell. Okay. And a jump with it. Dash. I guess Uncle's Spell is, oh! Plus old school Sega hardware like the Genesis and the Sega Saturn. This is part of the AC scratch, because I think with this anime, Uncle from Another World, he is crazy about Sega stuff. That's probably one of the reasons why they did this collab. But yeah, I guess like part of this too, you get that as portable holograms and maybe creative space items. Combine them to make a Genesis tower? No way. Are those stamps or stickers?
What did you think?
I mean, I like it. I like it. Definitely got to see in game when these things happen to see how good it is. Yeah, the Sega Saturn, yeah. But yeah, like the AC scratches for the most part, I liked. Like the Designer Dream ones for sure. The quests look good, but I really want to get my hands on them. See how they are.
Let's start with this. Although not featured in the video, Remix line July 2023 and Rewind collection July 2023
Okay, so this is just Rewind
will be coming
stuff.
July 26th. The Remix line July 2023 will offer variations of outfits previously released in NGS, as well as shoes from the outfit.
It's different variations with the Remix.
In addition to the Rappy's emote and avatar items, the scratch count bonus will also net you the C Hull Finale S capsule.
So, wait a second, did I hear that right? You get a Hull Finale capsule? You can get a Hull Finale capsule S, like an S version, so that means it's 100% chance. I don't know if that was both of the scratches or in one of them, but oh my god.
C Hull Finale to your equipment with a single effect. So be sure to check it out.
It's pay to win, guys. It's pay to win.
Next up, Rewind Collection July 2023 is a selection of scratch ticket items with NGS specs that came out from June to July of last year. The Motion Change Glide Umbrella and other items will be re-released as a scratch count bonus. If you have already registered this motion change as a scratch Motion Change Glide Umbrella and other items will be re-released as a scratch count bonus.
Okay, so yeah, it's different with the Rewind one, but I think the Remix one has the Hull Finale.
You can exchange it for a consumable at the item recycle. Add it to your favorite fit to enjoy character creation. Chapter 6, Part 2 of the main story will be available on August 2nd.
Yeah, I like the change with
In a
Manon.
meeting of region leaders, Crawford and
Kind of solidifies her with the actual arcs instead of being part of, you know, Leciel and Zafeto anymore. Like one of us. It looks like there's going to be mini episodes too with that.
But what kind of future awaits?
I'm worried that this is just going to be a single quest again, just like with part 1. I don't like that personally. I don't like it just being a single quest that takes like 20 minutes and then I have no more story. I liked it when it was in chunks, but
three main characters.
You know, it is what it is.
Mini episodes will be coming along with the main story.
New fit looks sus.
See how each character
I mean, Crawford gave it to her. I mean, we've been thinking Crawford's been sus the entire time, so maybe,
reacts to
maybe.
what they learned from the battle.
Crawford's evil.
Leciel exploration.
I feel like so many people are gonna get stuck on those puzzles.
Standing content can be played by
The puzzles are gonna be the hardest part.
set on the floating island of Leciel that you visited in the main story. In this quest, there are special ability buffs to give you an edge.
Top right where hand those light square points is the route you choose before you reach the boss. Is it the route you choose? I mean, I guess it can be. Because, like, can you shorten the run then? Is that what that does? So you can make the run longer if you go this, like, this bottom spot. So you can get these different nodes, but, like, purple means end. You think that's a skill tree? Maybe you're wrong. Yeah, I thought it was just a puzzle that you try to connect, but because I don't really press on the purple, I don't think. What, like, completes this? It looks like it gets completed based on them completing the route, but yeah, maybe it's like choosing what kind of buffs you go grab, potentially. I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe they mention it in the slides. Yeah, so it just says that you go to like sector to sector to get these buffs, and there's like a condition to gain them. Like, one that says like in that little section was destroy all of the shared containers or whatever, and then you get a buff. And then like when you move rooms, there's like other ways to obtain the buffs. I don't know if that's what this is about, but it does look like one of the initial rooms. I don't know.
Boss enemies are also strengthened with various abilities, so it is important to acquire these ability buffs to have an advantage in battle.
Yeah, if you don't get the buffs, you might get screwed.
Ability buffs can be obtained by completing the conditions set for each room.
Yeah.
You can see available ability buffs on the radar map, so keep an eye out and collect them.
Oh, so that's what the numbers are for in each of the rooms. So, like, if you complete the room, you get an increase to that said number. So, yeah, the number's up here. So, like, you know how these have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a star, or whatever? Each of these rooms correspond to that. So, like, if you do these 1 rooms, you get normal attack potency up. You can't quite see it on your guys' side, but, like, behind this text, there's a star right here. Like, if you complete the condition in this room, you get that additional attack. Nice. I'm guessing these blank rooms are where you start. I can kind of move away. But yeah, this looks like a puzzle, because this one has a 1 on it as well. So, I don't think this is choosing anything. I think this is literally just a puzzle, like I said initially. They kind of just, like, start here and just go from room to room. There's a time limit. So I'm guessing once you run out of time here, it looks like there's 5 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that. To where once the time's out, then it takes you to the boss. And then that's just how many buffs you have. Lifesteal and hit might be good, yeah. But, I don't know, with the boss doing like your full health, maybe it won't be good, because you won't even be able to heal anyways.
This quest is a random map, and the key to success is mutual coordination and cooperation.
So maybe that max HP buff is better.
The difficulty level is slightly higher than regular quests, but even if you fail to defeat the boss enemy at the deepest level within the time limit, you will be rewarded according to the damage you inflict. So do not give up, and challenge through to the end.
So it looks like you still get rewards even if you don't complete it. I'm guessing it's not the greatest of rewards, but you still get something. Probably based off the score that you have. We'll have to see when the quest happens to get more details.
Ruino Ragne and Ruino Huno.
I'll do like some sort of guide or kind of explanation of the quest later down the line when it comes out.
Ruinos enemy type and have distinctive visuals that may look familiar to ARCs who have played PSO2. They unleash powerful attacks, so stay on guard. In addition, we have a new series of 9-star rarity weapons.
9-star weapon series is interesting.
Although their base performance is slightly lower than the TISA
We'll have to see how
series
this
of
goes.
9-star weapons already available, the Verschmelz...
Yeah, guaranteed crits, though, could be crazy. But, like, having a minus to potency when most weapons have, you know, a huge bonus to potency, it might throw it off. Because the Astron gets a plus 38%. Yeah, so this might be just, you know, a little stinker. It might actually, it might be, you know, noob bait. It might be noob bait. Like, this is something that you don't actually want. But we'll have to see about that. Yeah, usually a weapon has like plus 30% or higher potency bonus. This has negative 25%, but it does crit all the time.
Series is easier to obtain, and the potential is an effect that always generates a critical attack. We encourage you to explore the best combinations of preset skills and augments. In addition,
it's level 1 potential. Yeah, it is level 1 potential as well, so maybe if you get it higher, it doesn't do as much of a penalty. But, you know, like if you get to potential 6, it might be better off.
Octo Armor also makes its debut.
We'll have to see.
Plus, a new item, Growthment, will be dropped for Leciel exploration. These can be exchanged for the 9-star rarity Verschmelz Weapons and the 8-star rarity Octo Armor unit I just introduced.
Yeah, Octo Armor.
You can trade for these at the Growthment Exchange at item traders. Gather some Growthment to get great gear. In addition to being a Leciel exploration drop, you can also get your hands on a Growthment through daily task rewards. Daily tasks and title tasks will be added along with a new quest.
There'll be more dailies and stuff with this
You can
Leciel
obtain
thing.
weapon camo Verschmelz Almaty by completing the quest or defeating the boss at the deepest level, so be sure to give it a try.
You can get a camo from doing the quest.
Alliance spaces, a new type of creative space for use by alliances, are arriving soon. These are available as separate spaces from the player's own personal creative space.
I wonder if you can search for these. Like, how is that going to work? Is this going to be like a separate alliance
They will be
space
available
search?
for alliances with 4 or more members.
With
So you
4 or more members. You can't just be a solo alliance person and have a space. So you need at least 4 people.
gather your alliance members,
Which isn't
before
very
venturing
much.
forth.
You can do it pretty easy.
Alliance spaces are fun places for communication. An alliance bulletin board can also be set up as a handy way for alliance members to communicate with each other. We'll also be adding a Retim theme. Changing the theme will change the appearance of the island from the previous Alio.
I'm still confused on that other terminal that's there. Like, the only thing that I can base it off of is like storage from base game, like being able to share items with each other. As long as you had, I think, premium, you could access it. But what else could it be? Because what is... I mean, the regular creative space just has the design terminal and this other kind of terminal here. So this is like completely new. Alliance task counter? They can get the alliance quest from there? What's the point of that? I mean, there's Tim already. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be alliance bank or storage. And the way it worked in base game is you needed premium to access it, and you can put things in or out between your alliance members. Well, that's just my guess. They didn't say that. That's just my guess. I don't know what else it could be. It could be just something just related to creative spaces, but I don't know. What else would something an alliance use?
We're adding lots of build parts to help you recreate the atmosphere of the Retim region. Purchase these with Genesis
Other
credits
10 themes
and make a new
nice,
atmosphere for
but...
your creative space. In addition, build parts ported over from PSO2 furnishings will be added to the lineup available for purchase with SG. One of these.
I'm guessing it's not going to be as much stuff as what the Creator Spaces initially came out with. So it might be just like this resort pack and this treadmill that we saw. So hopefully not too much to spend on with SG. It's been hurting. But we do have Solar Graces coming up, so. But the build parts will be nice.
That allows players to
get more stuff to mess around with.
So
I hope that there's more play parts, like, you know, those boxes that do special things, or like the buttons and axis switches. I hope there's more with that too. They didn't show anything. Arcs records, blah blah blah.
Try it out.
Halphia Lake board.
We've got
that's existed already.
Field races too. This time, we'll be running it for Halphia Lake board, stage 1, solo.
I don't even remember the
You
field
can participate
races.
just by challenging this course during the event period. Let's see if you can break the record. We've added weapon camo as drop items in some Trainia.
Grab popular weapon camo at the Geometric Labyrinth Trainia and Battle D at purple. Weapon camo including Tornada, Red Chrono Staff, and more will drop. Okay.
Popular weapon camo based on weapons from PSO and PSO2 will be added as drop items to certain Trainia.
From Phantasy Star Online stuff. And Online too. It's popular from previous games.
Including the Geometric Labyrinth, Trainia Advance, and Battle Dia Purple.
Trainia Advance? What's Trainia Advance? Just like Ordinal Tower and Cannonball? Is that what they're talking about? What's Trainia Advance? I think that's what it is. And that's what they mean.
Weapon camo drops are different for each Trainia.
Yeah, Ordinal Tower,
So
Cannonball,
even if you have already completed these Trainia, we encourage you to try them again.
Like, oh, we didn't have the rewards initially, but we added some in there to some, you know, useless content. And here you go get them. You're not going to get anything else in those quests that are worth a value, but you may get these camos that probably have a 0.0000001% chance of, you know, dropping, or, you know, add a few more zeros in there probably, but, you know, there you go. There you go. Okay, so this system is weird.
Preset skills can now be enhanced. In the same way that weapons can be made into multi-weapons, multiple copies of the same unit can be combined to increase the level of preset skills for the items on which they are based.
Hey, they didn't even talk about that much at all. Okay, just a second. Hold up. He barely, like, gave any words on that. So there's adding and enhancing. You can add a random preset skill to weapons and armor by spending material items and Enmaseta. Let me look back at this portion again to say if... Was it here? The preset level of the item you selected is higher than the base item. Are you sure you wish to proceed? An item at the same level is recommended. Okay, so guessing based off those words, that means you can take two of the same weapon series, so like the spear and the sword that they have, and neither of them could have a fixa, and then you could add a fixa. So I'm guessing based off that wording as well. Why is it froze? Oh, there it goes. Based off that wording, the chance probably won't increase either if you use a higher fixa. Yeah, because there's a 10% chance, and it recommends the same level. So my guess is you can only go one step at a time. You can't jump from a 0 to a 5, or a 1 to a 5, or a 2 to a 5, whatever, a 2 to a 4. You have to go one at a time, and it's probably all going to be 10% chances. So you're probably gonna need to go through tons of these weapons. But if it is, like I'm saying here, based off that wording, you can use no fixa items to make fixa items, so it won't be as bad. Even for Astrian, which you can't, you know, get fixes easily with. Thanks, Kyle, for the resub. Yeah, even with this series, you can get it easily because of the shop that you can exchange for with the Aegis Integra, because the Aegis Integra has been like handed out more and more, and you know, you can just grab these weapons, or you can get them to drop still in Darkfall's Aegis. You can take these blank ones, and you can make fixa ones, but it's just a 10% chance. But then once you make a fixa one, you make another fixa one, and then you can try to take that fixa one to the other fixa one and try to make a 2. And you can just keep doing that, but like further you go, it's going to take more and more weapons. So it's going to be a real big pain to try to get to fixa 5, at least on items that don't drop fixa easily. For ones that do drop easily, like the Reval Coat series that we have right now, you know, with 3 or 4 fixa, you can probably try to get to 5 pretty easily, because those just drop crazy fixa right now. So if you want to fix a 5, but think it's too expensive in the shop right now, but there's some fixa 4s and 3s that are decent price, you might want to buy in preparation for this thing coming out. But yeah, my guess is that these success boosters and item preservers are going to probably be in a support scratch in the future, so it's going to be pay to win. Unless if they're tied to the augment boost, but that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? A different system using the augment boosts and the item protection thing that we get that is for augments. I don't know, it might work like that. But I think the system is technically better than having multi-weapons just to be allowed to put fixes on. Like taking a thing from anything in your weapon series to put a fixa on straight up. Because you can take something from nothing to 5 without having any fixes to start off with, like, ever. You don't need fixes to drop anymore. You can make them happen. So that brings, like, a lot of value to no fixa weapons. I'll probably explain this more in depth at some other point when we get it as well. Like, a lot of this stuff I'm probably going to have to explain more in depth when it actually happens. But let's go back here.
Into multi-weapons. Multiple copies of the same unit can be combined.
But you can still just multi-weapon if you don't care. And, like, already have a high fixa. You can just multi-weapon it in.
To increase the level of preset skills for the items on which they are based.
Alright, let's see. What is this? SG Legacy Coordination Badges. 2 types of SG Legacy Coordination Badge are now available as new reward items. Redeem it to choose your favorite item from some of the past SG Scratch tickets. SG Legacy Coordination Badge pose can be exchanged for an emote or motion change. SG Legacy Coordination Badge hair can be exchanged for a hairstyle. That's kind of neat. So if you missed out on some things, you can get that. Pretty cool. So I'm guessing the motion changes that were part of Scratch bonuses?
Although not shown in the video, a new reward item, the SG Legacy Coordination Badge, will soon be available. This badge can be redeemed for the item of your choice from the selection of past SG Scratch tickets. There are 2 types of badges, the hair badge, which can be exchanged for a hairstyle, and the pose badge, which can be exchanged for an emote or a motion change.
Okay, emote or motion change.
One way to earn these badges is as part of campaign rewards.
Campaign rewards, so just whenever they decide to do events for him. Well, that's all they say, so it's just sometimes they're going to hand these out in events. So I'm guessing there's going to be an exchange shop that's going to have a select amount of these, and probably not every single one that ever existed.
As part of campaign
Probably,
rewards.
that's just my guess. But yeah, if they can do that, why don't they add it to where we can take our mission badges and use it in base game, or for base game mission badge stuff. I wish we could do that. Our previous mission pass items and NGS even. That'd be nice, but one step at a time, I guess.
You will be able to change the status backdrop via Vital Gauge Design under Personal in the main menu. You can get more backdrop variations by using tickets, but some backdrops are available without tickets.
Some backdrops are available without tickets, okay.
Next, we will also be adding the ability to display damage per second under the options settings.
DPS meters, here we go!
Display the DPS of
I'm gonna add all transfer passes, yeah.
Check out just how much damage your favorite weapons can do.
We should have some sort of AUG transfer feature somehow, I don't know. Because, like, a lot of the economy, other than, you know, just paying for AC scratches, is going to revolve. Like, it revolves around the capsule market. So if you take that out to where people can just transfer their stuff easily from weapon to weapon, it's going to hurt that a lot. And then it's going to be, like, not necessarily impossible to make money, but it's going to be way more difficult for those that don't spend on AC scratches. On DPS, or can you parse it? It's just for yourself. It's on your own screen. It doesn't show up for other people. But they'll probably ask for that number for those that are really toxic. Like, oh yeah, what's our DPS number in the corner? Tell me. Take a screenshot. Record it right now. I swear to God. They'll probably do something like that.
NPCs will be coming to your aid in Battle Dia Yellow. They will appear in Battle Dia Yellow in Alio, Retum, and Kavaris. This will make these fights easier for solo players.
Wait, so it won't be in the yellow Battle Dia for Stia? Why? Like, I guess they can't. Yeah, I wonder why the NPCs aren't in the Stia one.
Take advantage of this when leveling up your character.
That's weird. I guess like they just had the support NPCs there for new players because nobody's really going through those earlier Battle Dias, probably.
We've also heard your request.
That's probably why, or barely as many people.
Teleport from the world map to cocoons and towers. We hope this will be useful when you're out exploring the fields. In addition, if there are any limited time quests that have not been completed, an icon will appear on the NPC standing behind the quest counter.
I guess that's nice. Yeah, so if you haven't done the limited time quest that's currently going on yet, just like notifying you like, hey, there is one.
This should
do it before it goes away.
When there are new limited time quests.
See, it has bombs, don't think NPCs be needed. Yeah, true, it's pretty easy, but
counter section will be added to the tasks quest section of the main
it's mainly just focused on doing the bombs.
This will make it easier to check and take on quests.
It's just funny.
Moreover, a titles section will also be added under the tasks quest section of the main menu. Please use it when you want to confirm titles while doing other tasks. Please
so they just moved the title thing
in the personal section.
That menu instead.
Menu will be removed accordingly. We will add some options to the ornament display settings under customized looks in the salon.
This is a ton of quality of life stuff, yeah.
Faces, hairstyles, and head parts under Edit Head, which was another highly requested feature.
Yeah, just like the accessories.
We announced that this feature would be limited to the NGS blocks, but we have decided to add it to the PSO2 blocks as well.
Oh!
Please take
add it to base game too, that's nice.
This when you use the salon.
So even if you use the salon there, you can still get that.
Next, we added an option to show or hide values related to body shape under the Salon Settings section of Edit Miscellaneous. Please use this when sharing details. Please note that the accessory and cell shading values are always displayed regardless of the option settings. New backdrops will be coming to ARC's IDs.
Yeah, you can pose with Crawford, the evil one, or Dozer, the cool guy, or Mandan or Aina.
So be sure to collect and put them to use. We'll also be adding an option to the PC version to display other players at high resolution.
They can see your friends in high res now.
This will make it possible to display other players in the same resolution as yourself.
I wonder how much processing that would take.
Affect game performance depending on
the
your PC
performance.
specs.
I feel like it'd be terrible in the city. But it's mainly fine just for like screenshots.
Using it when you take screenshots.
So the person next to you isn't like lower resolution, turning all your friends ugly. I mean, unless if you like that, you know, make everybody ugly so then you look good.
The height of portable holograms. You will be able to fine-tune the heights via the list under Place Portable Hologram, so you can change the settings to your liking and decorate the field more freely. In addition, when a member application is sent via search for currently recruiting alliances, the applicant will be added to the alliance applicant list.
They're adding, after all these years, applicant list. All these years, it took them that long. Oh my god. Because like before, it would just send you an email, or like a, not an email, but like a mail in the game to show that, you know, somebody wants to join. And then you add them that way. We could actually like delete it, or I don't know, like it only, like most of the time it just showed like, oh yeah, PN number this person. It's like, I don't even know who this is, or what they even have, or anything. So it just, yeah, nope. But hopefully this applicant list is a lot better to go through. And it's more like designated spot for it. Thank God.
This will make it easier to recruit and enroll members, so check it out. Next on the list, when you participate in ARC's record
this is interesting.
You'll get an attack power buff when you use a weapon that can be equipped by your main class.
Yes, whenever you're doing an ARC's records that, you know, involves combat, you get an attack boost with your main class weapons. So that's to encourage, you know, a whole bunch of katana users to not go into other people's class ranks and, you know, try to outdo them with a katana. You know, switch main class, like, say, Tector, for instance. You're a Tector, but then you subclass Braver and use katana. Yeah, no more Braver / Slayer subclassing for, you know, doing that, using the weapon. Or fighter stuff or whatever. Yes, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So hopefully the ARC's records become more mainly all of that instead, like using the main weapons. I feel like for most people they'll still just try to go for bronze anyways, just to get the bare minimum badges. I mean, that's what I do.
Use your main class's weapons to get the top score. Now I'd like to introduce a new AC scratch ticket, Designer Dreams, August 2023.
Yeah, that's a pretty good scratch.
This is the 4th round from the PSO2 10th Anniversary Item Design Contest. The lineup includes beautiful clothing and unique accessories. Check out
I feel like
count bonus for
what do you guys think is going to be the most popular? Like, I think this one here, and I mean, like, the Type 1's going to be pretty nice, but, you know, Type 1s are always cheap. I don't know how high it's actually going to go, but those two would be pretty good, I would say.
Version of the motion change motion dash.
Oh, this one kind of looks goofy. Like, it's almost made out of, like, plastic. It's very glossy.
Available as a scratch ticket prize. Beginning August 9th, ARCs will be able to take on the Standing Quest, Sign of the Planetbreaker, a major target suppression mission. This will be an incredibly high difficulty quest, where you will face the new Dark Falls class Starless enemy, Dark Falls Solus.
I wonder how this is going to go.
Up to 4 ARCs can fight together at once, and the mission will be considered a failure if participants are incapacitated 5 times or if the battle goes over the time limit.
Oh, so it's like Dark Falls Interception R.2. Oh, I see. So that's probably why it's going to be more difficult for people to do. Yeah, you only get 5 lives. And you get the time limit, probably going to be harsh. Yeah, so I wonder if the fight is going to be necessarily bad. Like, it's probably going to be, you know, bad at first, but I feel like mainly it's the death limit and the time limit that's going to be the problem of this quest. But it also looks like there's some kind of mechanics in here, but they look more straightforward. Like, go to this little yellow thing here, probably interact with it or destroy it in some way before it does a thing. And some other things in this fight, because there's like something like that, and then there's another thing that they were smacking before that was on the ground, and then like this thing here that spawns like a wall can do a whole bunch of beams at you. I feel like it'd be a fun fight.
Falls soulless, as its
Always the
attacks are
time limit.
extremely
Always.
fierce, and its attack power extremely high, even when compared to the powerful Dark Falls we faced before. So be sure to have all your equipment ready, and be fully prepared to take on this quest as many times as you need to defeat it.
Yeah, I'll probably just try this quest with what I have right now. Like the Astrian plus 70 and my Eclair armors. I'm not even like close to min-max, but I am above like 100% potency on my character sheet or stat screen.
This quest can be taken on multiple times via the dimensional fault that appears in the southwestern part of Central Retum.
Learn how to dodge and run.
We'll also be holding
Don't want to run too much.
for Trinitas.
And there'll be another Arch Records for Geo Lab rank 2, I guess, during that week.
It will be for all classes in Geometric Labyrinth rank 2
For all
solo.
classes, ooh.
And you can participate
That's a
by
lot of
taking
badges.
it on during the event.
That's a lot of badges. What
Now,
is
while
this?
this wasn't in the video, we've got a
Treasure
sparkling
Scratch.
brand new event scratch ticket, Treasure Scratch. The items in this scratch ticket are mainly augment capsules and enhancement materials, but the scratch count bonus will include the SG Legacy Coordination Badge pose, introduced earlier, and other luxury items.
How to get these exclusive scratch tickets? Urgent quests and limited time daily tasks. Okay. So this is like something new. I wonder if this is going to be a more consistent thing or just like a one-off deal. But what does it mean by rare augments? Like, how rare are we talking? That's my question. Dude, imagine if they started handing out, like, Gladius Souls, Halfinales, and, you know, Gigas Mastes in this scratch. I feel like the people that have upgraded right now would be so mad. Mastery 5. Yeah, they're just gonna start dropping Mastery 5. Yeah, High L Dominas. Start giving all the crazy good stuff that takes so many materials to make. But the count bonus stuff looks nice. Star gems, that pose thing that we saw earlier. It's a portable hologram or creative space item. Wolves accessory, camo. Looks like item. Is that item protection? Yeah, so that might be augment protection stuff.
These tickets can be earned through urgent quest rewards and limited time daily tasks.
Yeah, if they make this more consistent, that means they'll give more value to doing urgent quests. Like, without worrying about
these gorgeous prizes.
So it sounds like they're actually listening to what we've been saying, is where they need to give more consistent rewards by just doing the quest. You know what I'm saying? Like, where we've been asking for something to work towards, I feel like this is one of those things that they've been thinking about.
In Mission Pass, NGS Season 23.
Alright, so yeah, I'm liking this headline so far, because they have the Growthments from the Leciel dungeon, and then they have this treasure scratch for urgent quests.
You'll find new accessories, such as the Minstaphone,
I think.
Which is based on...
It really depends on what those augment capsules are. It's weird.
The flight stuff.
I feel like if they're gonna do this, they need to make them just easier to make then. The big sword looks cool. Yeah.
And even
It sounds like a step in a good direction. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Of the motion change, motion glide, charge.
This is definitely a we'll see when it happens in the game headline.
Please
because it looks really good on paper, but I want to see how it is in game.
You will no longer choose rewards from tiers. Instead, you will be able to get all items. So go through all the tiers to claim your rightful rewards.
Wait, whoa, did you guys hear that? Wait a second, I think that just slipped by. Wait a second.
You will no longer choose rewards from tiers. Instead, you will be able to get all items. So go through all the tiers to claim your rightful rewards.
Alright, so you can get all of the items in the mission pass now and don't have to choose. Oh my god, yes. Oh, yes, okay. Thank god. So, there isn't like, you know, choose this accessory, that accessory, or this outfit, or whatever. You get everything as long as you just do the mission pass. We've been asking for that for so long, and it's finally here. Oh my god. Yes, that is very poggers. And no more multiple choices, you just get the stuff. So I'm guessing, like, they're probably going to... Since they're going to be just, like, the guaranteed stuff, there's probably not going to be all three at once, you know, with the accessories. It's probably going to be an accessory here, accessory there, or whatever, or, like, a couple in one spot. But if you do the whole pass, you'll get everything. You don't have to worry about it. Like, should I choose this? Should I choose that? Or whatever.
Before the start of the Uncle from Another World collab on August 9th.
The August update, I mean, I've been saying that the August update is like something like to wait for. That's what I've been waiting. Because like I think this was going to be the turnaround, which it, so far looks like it. I mean, there's still another portion of the video. So we'll
Uncle from Another World is a series based on a comic book by Hotondo Shindeiru. The original comic has
see why they wanted to launch version 2 with this? Yeah, for
million
sure.
copies, including digital, and is extremely popular. The illustration shows Uncle, Elf, and Mabel, whose avatar
Uncle,
items will
Elf,
be
and
featured
Mabel, so
in this
generic.
collaboration, along with characters based on the NGS protagonists. The character Uncle is a Sega maniac from the old days. His expression of happiness at collaborating with a Sega game is very heartwarming. In this Uncle from Another World collab, not only will there be a scratch ticket where you can get collab items,
Yeah, the weapon camos in this
there will also
collab
be a
look
limited
crazy.
time login bonus and campaign coming as part of the collab.
I thought they're going to be the most expensive
The Uncle
thing.
from Another World collab campaign includes a login bonus in which you can earn building parts based on the Uncle from Another World series,
And then get their
and
character
mag
displays.
evolution devices based on Sega gaming consoles. At the same time, we will also be holding a beginner's boost campaign for Battle Dia Yellow.
Oh, Yellow Baladias get a boost.
Be sure to check it out too.
So new players can get boosted.
Now, we would like to introduce the new AC Scratch Ticket, Uncle from Another World style. The lineup includes avatar
Most
items
look
to turn
likely
your
just like
character into
Overlord, yeah.
Uncle, Elf, or Mabel, weapon camo, and many more collab items. Nostalgic Sega hardware designs such as Genesis and Sega Saturn will also be featured in this collaboration.
I got the Sega stuff here in the corner.
Be sure
They
to look out
showed.
for them as well. Although not shown
There's
in
the
the
sports scratch, but just a second. So, you know how usually they say or show in red text, like, this scratch has other items in it from previous NGS scratches, so just keep in mind. This one does not have that. Do you think this scratch is just going to be collab only? Or do you think they just forgot to put it in the slide? This could be like the first collab scratch that we get that doesn't have those, you know, fluff items in it that we've already had. If that is the case. I think they forgot? Yeah, probably. Collab only, you bet. I mean, like, there is this stuff and the Sega stuff. So maybe the Sega stuff is, like, in place of that fluff.
Although not shown in the video,
Alright, but yeah, here's that support scratch we were talking about. There's that, and another rewind for August. Okay. Yummy. Yummy rewind. So this will be re-releasing the XD augments.
we will be releasing
So, yeah, probably shouldn't bother buying any XD augments until this re-releases on the 16th, if you're looking into buying them.
types of AC scratch tickets from August 16th.
Unless if you're really gunning for the other stuff before this happens, you know, like those 2 high difficulty quests, you just need them. You need the XDs before this, but yeah, I would just wait.
For the AC support items select August 2023, some useful items for progressing in the game, such as XD type augments and items to support weapon enhancement, are coming back. The lineup will be the same as the AC support item select June 2023 released in June.
Okay, so it has the same lineup, so there isn't any fix enhancement things in here, I guess. Unless it's like I said, where it uses the augment boosts and stuff. But I doubt it.
Rewind Collection August 2023 is a selection of NGS spec AC scratch ticket prizes released from August to September last year. As for the scratch count bonus, the motion change dash, Marlin Rider EX, and more are coming back.
The Marlin Rider,
Those who
I'll
have
use that a
already
lot.
registered this
Not the
motion
EX
can
version,
exchange
but
it for consumables at Item Recycle. So enjoy character creation with a wide variety of items. We're also holding ARC's records for field races.
ARC's records for field
This
races,
time,
oh boy.
It will be for the Midiola Outer Area 2 board Stage 1 solo course, and you can participate simply by playing the course during the event period. That's all for the updates for the first half of August.
Yes, that was just the first half. So what's in the second
Let's move on
half?
to the updates
I'm
for
guessing
the
it's not going to be
second
too
half.
much because there isn't
Starting with this video.
that much more of the video. We still got the operation report and the campaigns at the end too. It seems like the second, like it's front loaded with August, which, I mean, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. Limited time quest Blazing Battle, August 23rd. What is this? Oh. So we saw Octo Armor, so this is gonna eventually have an Arga Belteshazzar version as well. Interesting. So I'm guessing the Arga Belteshazzar is probably gonna have a little bit higher potency, but just specific potency. And the other one's just generic. If you use, like, for some reason, all three, or want to use all three potency types. Tasaka can drop in there, but probably, like, impossible. Yeah, this is level 75. For some reason, this is an ARC's record thing is going on for this thing, even though it's an LTQ, but rank 1 and level 75. Okay. 4-player quest set on Kanai Isle. So this is the isle you start off on. It has the Hendrix Lilies. Oh, it shows up waves in the corner. Yeah, waves of enemies. Then a time limit. I'm guessing the more waves you do, the better rank you get. What the? What is that? Target enemy defeated. Additional time. Okay, so if a thing has that symbol above it, like the clock or whatever that was, it gives you more time. Use Skylatchers on the mechanics, blah blah. Alright, so it looks like it has a little bit of everything here. There's some Stia enemies. AC Scratch to get Stylish Summer. Nice. A little sailor dress. Some casual summer clothes for Type 1. Oh. Is Type 2 gonna get any? Okay, there it is. People have been asking for that too. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. People are gonna be eating this up for sure. Those who have been asking for casual outfits. Yeah. Oh my god. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, people have been asking for casual outfits for a long time. We didn't really get like too many. Got the shoes, got the bands. What are those? Got the lean. Some more holograms, some graffiti. Ice cream cone camo. Are they for wired lances? Oh my god, amazing. On display. That's not too bad. Nice. I feel like that lovely one's very similar to... Is it Dainty? I don't know. It seems similar to something else that already exists. Man, I'm just crazy. Limit time quest, A Ruins Interception on the 30th. So 2 limit time quests back to back. This one has... showing the Belta there. Belta, Photon 2B. This is specifically just Belta on that one. Okay, so maybe like these limited time quests coming up are going to have like different Octo Armors to focus on. This is a 24-player quest. Crocodilus Vera. Back to back with 2 Megalotics. Okay, so kind of like what they had before. That's probably going to be Croc and Amps. back to back. And more 24-man LTQs, oh boy. It's not just bosses, other enemies will spawn during the fight, oh god. Imagine dealing with all the Crocodilis' stuff and then also having all the enemies. Oh no. Yeah, so it's AMs, yeah. So they're probably gonna do a Steel one in like September or something. There's so much going on the screen. Oh my god. It's not too much for the later half.
Now I'll give you an overview with some slides of the updates for the second half of the month. Take on the limited time quest, Blazing Battle, set on...
Okay, so I did see that properly. There will be ARCs records for this thing. That's different. Usually ARC records are something that's already like permanent in the game, not for a limited time quest. How's it gonna work? It's gonna be based off time and rank or something?
Up to 4 people can accept this quest, and the objective is to destroy all enemies that appear across multiple waves within the time limit.
Or maybe just time left?
You can increase the time limit by either defeating a certain number of target enemies or enemies with a special marker. The enemies will appear at various locations around the island, so use skylifters and other field mechanics for maximum efficiency.
It looks like there's kind of tweaking these limited time quests a little bit at a time. Kind of building off of them from before.
We're holding ARC's records for limited time quests for the first time. To be eligible, 2 or more players will need to participate in the limited time quest.
Yeah, it's for parties. You can't do it solo.
Parties and all classes. To get the best score, make good use of the field mechanics and keep track of enemy locations.
So score?
Now
I don't know.
It's time to show off our latest AC scratch ticket.
This one's gonna be eaten up.
It will include a
There's 4 type 2 outfits in this. Oh my god. Why is there so many? I mean, I guess like the ones here don't exactly count as quite different, but it's pretty
The
close.
scratch count bonus includes an
That's
alternate version
4
of
type
motion change
2
dash
and 2
level,
type 1 because they're not showing the
scratch
male
ticket
version of this
prices.
one.
So be sure to check that out as well.
It's crazy. That's a lot of outfits.
You'll also be able to play the new 24-player limited time quest, A Ruins Interception. In this quest, you'll face the Megalodix versions of Crocodilis Vera and Oms Vera in the Belugana ruins. The boss enemies will be backed up by other enemies during combat, so split up to take them on while watching out for the boss enemies' super powerful attacks. We're also holding ARC's records for field races.
ARC's records, yeah, ARC's records just gonna be every week.
It will be for the South Kavaris Dash Stage 1 solo course, and you can participate simply by playing the course during the event period.
All the field races.
Lastly, although not shown in the
Another
video,
revival scratch. With emotes as the focus from base game, PSO2.
releasing
boy.
the Revival AC Scratch Ticket Emote Collection August 2023.
That'd be pretty
on August
huge.
30th.
For money.
This scratch ticket is exclusively
I guess kind of depends if it has some of the emotes that have been reran with these freebie AC ones, though.
PSO2 spec emotes released in the
Like the 11th anniversary memories one that we have right now has some emotes in
If you
it.
have emotes that you have not yet been able to grab, now's your chance to snap these up.
So this might have some of those.
That's all for the update info I have for today.
Okay, so yeah,
Let's move on to
August
the
is
next
looking
segment.
good. Looking good. Hate this 24 player. It does suck to like matchmake for, but I don't mind it. Other
For
than
this
that,
segment, the NGS
it's like
Operation
another
Report.
LTQ.
My Hero Arise select questions and comments from players to bring to the development and live operations teams and bring you their answers. Here's the first one. Please increase how many favorites I can have so I can save more emotes.
What, you're gonna have 20 right now? For favorited emotes, or maybe 25? I don't remember. I think it's something like that.
Here is our team's response. In response to this request, we plan to expand the emote favorites save slot limit to 100 in an October update.
100? That's a lot more. That's a lot more.
We appreciate your patience in the meantime.
I wish there was a better way to sort the emotes is what I mainly want.
It can be hard to find emotes from a long list, so this is great news.
But this helps, though. Definitely helps.
Let's move on to the next question. Do you have any plans to change the augment capsule lineup in the shops? Here's what they had to say.
Let's see. There's some exchange shops that have some.
We plan to add Gigas 4 series and Dreadkeeper 4 in an October update. We'll be adjusting the lineup with other augments as well.
Are they talking about the augment capsule exchange in the item lab? Or are they talking about something else? Because if that's the item lab, that's huge. Like, if we can finally make Gigas 4s and Dreadkeeper 4s, that's huge. Like, finally, at least for the Gigas 4s. Oh my god, finally. Because people have been asking them for that, like, for so long because of Gigas Mass Day. Like, for months now. Like, as soon as that drops. Like, even before, like, we've been sitting on Gigas 4 for a long time. With all these Gigas 3s, 2s, and 1s just piling up. It's just like, what do we even do with them? But if that is what they're saying, that is nice. But sometime in the future.
That was their response.
Probably in October, it would happen.
Let's keep going. I heard that the super high difficulty standing party quest coming in August will be difficult to complete on the first try.
That's an interesting question.
Could you share more on how you've adjusted the difficulty? Here is their message. In these quests, you will be fighting against Dark Falls Solus, whom we shared details about in today's broadcast. We adjusted the difficulty to be a little harder than the currently available rank 2 of Drill Dark Falls Interception R2. Also, since some special attacks can pierce through your guard and can't be dodged, you will need to evade them by photon dashing and jumping.
So you need to jump over certain attacks. You can't sidestep them or guard them, otherwise you just get hit. I'm guessing you can't also weapon action them, but you have to run and jump over them, or just like run away from them. Yeah, they've been mentioning this before. So I'm wondering what those attacks are. I'll have to figure that out.
You can take it on anytime if you fulfill the battle power requirement, so we hope you'll enjoy taking on the challenge multiple times.
I wonder how high the BP
That was what
requirement
they
is.
had to say. The next question is about the creative space.
Creative space.
I want to create a wider variety of structures, so could you implement new
What is this
build-
question?
Here is their answer.
We knew that they're gonna add more parts. What is this question? This is nothing.
We will be adding build parts, including building materials and natural objects, about once every 2 months going forward.
Yeah, every 2 months. Yeah, that's what they showed in the
addition to
roadmap.
new build parts,
From last
we will also
headline.
be porting furnishings from PSO2, so please look forward to that as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is just a filler question. This one doesn't really matter.
That was their response.
Because we knew that
Good
was
to
gonna
hear
happen.
that porting PSO2 furnishings is on their to-do list. This will give us more creative freedom. Let's see the next question. Can I use the designs that I create in my creative space in my alliance space?
Oh, this is a good question, though.
Here is their response. In the alliance space, you can use designs you already own.
Okay, good. So you can copy designs over. I don't know about whole
please note that
spaces.
You cannot publish your designs by placing a design terminal in the alliance space.
Okay, so you can't... So you can use your designs from the personal creative spaces and put it in alliance spaces, but you can't do it the other way around. So you can't make something in the alliance space and try to make a design out of it to bring to regular spaces. It's kind of like how a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle ain't a square. Or whatever.
That was their answer. Now for the final question. Can we have simple methods to communicate with others in the creative space, such as sending likes, etc.?
There's a likes thing on the alliance board,
Here's
but...
what they said about this. In response to this request, we are considering adding a feature in a future update that will allow players to easily send each other kudos when players visit their creative space.
Some kudos! And that's probably the easiest way to go about it.
Though it will take some time, please look forward to our update on this. That was their response. You can create a wide variety of structures in the creative space, and the content will be even more fun with a handy method to communicate with the owner of the space, even if only indirectly. That's all for our Q&A today. Moving forward,
Yeah.
I will continue to
You get a
select
kudos,
and
you get a
bring questions
kudos.
and feedback to the development and operations teams and share their answers with you. Please also let us know your thoughts about this show and the game with the hashtag NGS headline on Twitter and other platforms. Moving on to the next segment.
That's what we got for campaigns. With extra goodies.
Satellite information.
Now let's move on from updates and talk about some other NGS related info. I'm sure it will get you even more excited about the game. Let's get started. Here are the details of the Team Up campaign and AC purchase campaign that launch on August 2nd.
Okay, so... Yeah, just join a team of 4. So, like, just party up, or that mean alliance? Either way, you get a Rappy speech bubble. Special items to give away according to the total amount of AC purchased during the period. Yeah, just buy AC. You can get assorted chocolates, accessory, and SG Legacy Coordination Badge hair from what we saw earlier.
We are holding a Team Up campaign to celebrate the release of the Alliance space. In this Team Up campaign, you can receive an accessory called Rapid
Okay, so
Speech
yeah, they mean
Bubble
alliance.
by logging in to the game during the campaign period while belonging to an alliance with 4 or more members.
Yep.
In the AC
That makes
Purchase
sense.
campaign, you can get items such as the accessory Assorted Chocolates, the SG Legacy Coordination Badge hair that I mentioned earlier, and even more according to how much AC you purchased during the period.
And even more, seeing a lot of hair badges.
Don't miss out on this great deal.
A great deal.
An original video commemorating the collab with Uncle from Another World will be
Original
released
video.
soon. In the live video, Uncle, a Sega maniac, is enjoying NGS to the fullest.
This is gonna be on the
You'll also
YouTube
get
channel.
to see his unique gameplay style.
Not like in
Please
game.
look forward to it.
Okay.
The video will soon be available on the PSO2 global YouTube channel.
Oh!
We are proud to announce.
So this is the other
NGS
collab.
with the Smash
Oshi No Ko, no
TV
way.
series, Oshi No Ko. In addition to avatar items for Ai, Ruby, and Aqua, we'll have
Okay.
collaborations like emotes, build parts.
Well, that's a pretty popular one right now.
This featured collab is scheduled to be released in September
like
2023.
The main characters.
Check out the next headline for more details.
Yes, that's gonna be in September. That's pretty big. That one I recognize. Uncle one I did not recognize.
Goro is a gynecologist working in a
It
suburban.
does have a weird story though.
One day, Ai, his favorite idol from the idol group B Komachi, appears at his clinic. She has a forbidden secret.
Forbidden secret.
This ill-fated meeting sets their destinies in motion. And that's where the story really
Making a
gets
baby.
underway.
I don't know. This weird
The anime is
gynecologist
based on a
forbidden
popular
secret.
comic serialized in weekly Young Jump magazine. This stunning
Yeah, I might
work
actually
by the
watch this,
dream
but I've
tag team of Aka
heard from a lot of
Akasaka
people that
and
it's good.
Mendo Yokoyari
Show goes
shows the
crazy.
entertainment industry from a whole
I need
new
to watch it
angle.
myself.
Please look forward to these collabs with the latest anime programs that were just broadcast this spring.
Yeah, there's going to be more collabs later this year,
That's all
but
for this episode of
this is the other one on the
NGS
roadmap that was coming out during this time.
In this program, we are looking for your opinions to help us improve NGS.
Yeah, they're one-time
We
deals,
encourage
so
you to
like,
tweet not only
come out
about
the
game, but
one
also
period of
about your
time.
impressions of the program.
and then they never come back, usually. As far as I'm aware, none have really come back, and if they have in some capacity, they're usually like a little bit different.
The next episode of NGS Headline will be on Tuesday, September 5th.
Tuesday, September 5th.
We will be focusing mainly on the September updates. Don't
That's a
forget
hot
to
minute
like
away.
and subscribe.
What do you guys think of this headline? Is it good? Is it bad? I think for me, I think I overall like it. Like, a lot of the quality of life makes up for a lot of the things, but I think the biggest points are the Leciel exploration, of course, and the high difficulty Darkfall's Soulless encounter. I think the Soulless one might be difficult at first, but, you know, will become easier over time because you can just do it over and over again, just like Darkfall's Interception R.2. It's just like that death limit and time limit is going to be the real struggle. So, I think it'll be fun at first, but, like, just like the Darkfall's Interception, it will run its course eventually because you can just do it over and over again. But hopefully it is, you know, worth doing, you know, reward-wise as well, and it feels fun to play instead of it just being, like, a pain for no reason, just to be painful. The Leciel exploration has, like, my biggest interest, though, with all the little buffs that you can get, the taking the routes for the different rooms, like the buffs to the bosses, and it sounds like that's going to be changing up per run that you do. There's going to be more randomization to it in a better way than they did with Geometric Labyrinth rank 1. But yeah, like the AC scratches look good. I mean, they usually look good anyways. The casual outfits is nice. The design ones from the contest are nice. I think Uncle from Another World, like, I personally don't like the outfits, but I really like the weapon camos that showed up in there. Yeah, a lot of this we'll just have to wait and see when it comes out during those updates. Because really just got our hands on it to see how it feels, you know, how much we can do with these said things, all of that jazz. I think I overall think this is a pretty good headline. It's one of the better ones for sure. I would have loved I would have loved to see this as their original plan for version 2, because apparently at least some of this stuff was supposed to come out also in June. Like, I think one or two of these quests, like the exploration one or the Darkfall's Soulless one, were supposed to come out in June with everything else, and I think some of these quality of life changes were supposed to be in there as well, and that would have been really nice to see, but, you know, that didn't end up happening, but now it's finally here. So hopefully it turns out to be good. I'm going to be playing it myself, probably going to be doing videos on it to show them off, but yeah, thumbs up from me.